Hello, everybody, and welcome aboard the Felis Boeing 747-200 again. This is just going to be a bonus episode. We're still going to be doing hydraulics next, but I quickly wanted to talk about the fire protection, detection, and suppression on board the Felis Boeing 747-200. I'm in the Delta Widget livery today, which is an absolutely beautiful livery. Love the navy blue with the red. Um, and the nice decals on the engines down here. Beautiful stripes as well. Anyways, let's get into the cockpit and get to work. Alrighty, so here in the flight deck, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to quickly start it up as we always do. So let's go ahead and go over here. And we will go to the battery, close that guard, start power set normal, stop, or stop to on, fire test, fault test, squib test. I did that. I did that all quickly, but I will explain what each and every single system of that is doing for fire detection. Okay, starting the APU. Galatorio Lab Fan Auto. Set the bleed air to open. We don't have chocks right now, so we're gonna set. Actually, I'm gonna need power for that. Set the left forward brake to non-read and close. We're just gonna set all of our dimmers right here. Basically, I'm just doing this as if we were going to be having an actual flight here, but we're not. We're just checking this out. We'll hit the storm just so I get that full cockpit, and then we'll also hit the extra dome switch back here. Okay. So, on the Boeing 747-200, there are 7 main things that can have a fire besides the cabin. 7 main systems that can catch on fire and really screw you over, but you have suppression for all of those 7 systems, except 1, which we'll talk about. So you can put out a fire on engines 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can also put out the an APU fire or a lower cargo forward or aft fire. Only thing you can't do is a wheel well fire, which I can kind of understand. You just drop the gear, and you're going to cool down the gear that way. You'll have to be going slow enough. But so let's just quickly discuss how this engine fire pull is working. So the second that I pull this fire pole, it's going to automatically trip the generator. It's going to cut off hydraulics. It's going to cut off the bleed. It's going to pretty much cut off everything and isolate the engine from the airplane. So let's go ahead and go into edit our failures. And we'll go engines. And then we will go failures, engine fire 1, control F is pressed, apply changes, and if I press control F, engine fire 1, pull the handle. The horn is gonna keep, or the bell is gonna keep going. You'll see the light on over here. You'll also see the red light right here. That's actually gonna quit the bell right there. And then what we'll do is we'll have the left bottle push, which is default, so you'll start with the left. And if that light was not to go out or extinguish, then you're gonna open up this guard and press the right bottle push. The yellow light shows that it has been discharged. We can test the wheel well fire right here. Good thing to test before departing. And we're gonna, actually that's everything for the engines right there. So let's go ahead and move over to all the fire detection, protection, and suppression over here. So we can test our squibs, which are the devices. Oh, actually, see, squib OK. That squib OK light is not coming on over here because of the fact that the squib has already been used. It's the little device or bottle in the engines that will release fluid. So if I actually pressed the left bottle for engine, so you actually will have to pull the handle first to arm the bottles. So yeah, I can't actually discharge it until I pull the handle. So pull the handle, left bottle push, and it's been discharged. So now if I check these lights up here to show me the bottles, you'll see that the left squib is not okay, but the right one is. which, I mean, yeah, because I haven't discharged the right one. Make sure that before takeoff you check all these and make sure that all the Squib OK lights are green on the left bottles and the right bottles. So that's it for the squibs up here. We can check on the nacelle temperatures, which there are 2 readings for each engine. I'm going to believe that it's for the 2 different loops for the nacelle temperature. So if we go down here, we can do a fire test. Remember the same thing that I said with putting it in the middle. You can test both. Test both. And it won't actually ring unless I'm holding both. You need A and B running for faults and fire testing, except if I was to set any of these to run on loop A, only loop A. So if it's not running on loop B, or actually, no, sorry, the fault test is fine. But there it is. Only reason the bell is ringing is because of engine 1. You can see it actually right there. Only reason it's ringing. But if I was to put it on B, nothing, until I go over to loop B. Same thing, engine 1, I can do with any other engine. I can go, I want loop A on 4, B on 2. And so if I go loop A, we should only be hearing the bell because engine 4 is lit up. That's it. And if I was to go over to loop B, I would see engine 2 light up because we've selected B. Now you can kind of understand the 2 loop systems. They're just backups of each other. The loop is using using the temperature and sending it through a conductor so I can read it. Over here at the cargo fire protection, I don't need to explain this again. Same thing. Fire detectors A and B. Set A. Bell's gonna ring, and this light will light up because we're using detector A. If we leave it on both, nothing's gonna happen. For detectors A and B, it'll just show the fault lights. And then if I press test in the middle, once pressing both, it will activate. It depends on the current loop for either of these that you've selected. So if I'm on loop A, you'll hear the alarm. And if I'm on loop A, and this guy's on loop B, I'll hear the alarm for that guy, hear the alarm for that guy. That's this is your bulk, this is your forward, this is your aft. For fire, to extinguish a fire, pretty simple. You have your 2 bottles. You have actually 2 guards. It's hard to actually notice. You have this one, and you have another guard below that. And so you'll have to, first of all, select where you are discharging. So go forward, and then go bottle 1 on forward. And then you can close the guard. Check bottle 1 on forward. Once again, bottle 1 on forward is now empty because it's been used, but bottle 2 is not. See, and you can actually see that the discharge light will go out if I select it to the other guy. Oh, never mind. So actually, that's how I need to mention that right now. If you want to go and check the aft bulk squibs, but you have one of these discharging, you want to always make sure that this button is pushed back in because it's a one-shot deal. You just press it, it's going to discharge, and then you can depress the button. So if we go bottle 2 and then go aft bulk, it's going to light up, and it's going to show me what other ones I pushed. And then we go to off, and now that it's no longer depressed, if we go to forward, it'll only show me the ones that I've depressed over here. And I can check right here on bottle 2, which we haven't discharged on forward. Also up here for just overheat lights, we have our systems 1 and 2. Doesn't work the same way with the bell, but we can check for the leading edge wings overheating because the pneumatics actually control our leading edge flaps. Finally, down here at our brake temperature monitor, you are able to read the left wing body and right. You know what? So right here at our brake temperature monitor, you can read the left wing and the left wing body. So you have the left wing right here, you have the left body right here, the right body wing, or sorry, the right body, and this is the right wing. That's how it's divided. So we can go, for these 4 buttons, it's going to show us these are for each of our brakes here. So if we press, you have left forward, left rear, and right rear. We can test any of these. It'll show us an overheat. We will not have a wheel well fire unless the gear is retracted or the wheels on the ground are setting smoke up into the uh, bay, which is going to cause a lot of dense air, and with that dense air, you're going to get the detectors going off. But so I can't press test right here with none of these selected, so we go just push in test. We can test all of these guys and then depress the buttons there. During a hot day, you're going to pick up a lot of heat in your tires. And while you're taxiing around and using the brakes just a little bit, that's still going to build up heat. So if you're within 1 to 3 units or 0 to 3 units, you're fine for takeoff. Amber, watch it. Really watch it. Make sure your brakes really cool down into the green. And if you are on the red, you're going to want to use caution, because if you don't use caution, what's going to happen is that the plugs in your wheels may auto-deflate the wheels because of how hot they're getting, just so you don't have tires exploding on the taxiway, runway, wherever the hell you are. Maybe even the ramp, which would be really scary for your ground crew. Alrighty, so and to just about wrap this up, I know I'm stretching this out a little longer here. We're just talking about the APU fire pole. It's going to actually cut off power to the airplane because I'm going to pull it and it's going to trip the generators. So here we go. Pull, field off, bottle push. There we go. Discharged, squib test. That doesn't turn green anymore. You can actually see that it doesn't turn green because the squib is no longer on. That's all I need to explain. We have the fire test A and B. Same thing about the loops. Same loop system that I talked about. When it's on A, and you have it on A, it's going to ring on A. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Anyways, that's everything I have on the fire detection, protection, and suppression on this airplane. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Tomorrow I'll be doing our hydraulics finally, and I'll see you all soon. Bye now.